week, so be sure to check out KMXSports.com for who we have and where they are. Here comes May, under pressure again, and this time he's not going to get away. Sacked back at the 25-yard line. Big number 99, Jesse Garcia, was not going to let him go. He was the first one to get to him. He had some help, but give Garcia credit for the sack.
Second quarterback for the Staf All Star, number 99 from the Austin Vipers, Jesse Garcia.
So that'll make it 4th down now and about 20 yards to go. Nothing to lose with 5:15 to go in the ball game. Winning your back. Ball sitting at the 25. I want to thank everybody out there who's listened to the ball game, both this game and the Texas Pride game, and thank everybody for their patience as we struggled with the duplicate numerals. I'm sure we blew some of those, but we did the best we could, and the tiny numbers and the duplicate numbers, but hopefully you enjoyed the broadcast anyway. 4th down and 20 from the 25-yard line. May in the shotgun, empty back set, 2 receivers to the near side, 2 split out wide to the right. Pressure coming again. He fires it over the middle. That ball is tipped and it falls incomplete. Getting a hand on it. Otis Neal from the Austin Vipers. Tipped that ball, and that'll give the ball back to Mesquite with 4:20 and counting to go, and that pretty much is going to do it. Probably the last gasp there for the Cactus Conference.
Well, now with the timeout situation, don't know if the Cactus Conference will try to stop the clock here with about 4 minutes to go as they line up here. But I just saw Sanchez up here in the stands fully dressed, so I guess he was a part of the melee there that got ejected from the game, throwing punches. Not sure. You know, it's just speculation. But yeah, that's just the second half has just been it just went downhill fast.
Here's Dante Hunter in the shotgun, looking, fires towards the end zone, got a man streaking into the corner. That ball is caught, touchdown Mesquite.
It's Ellis, a quarterback there, man.
Oh, thank you very much, JB. You're right. There was Deron Ellis, and the pass caught in the end zone by Terrence T.D. Perkins, his second touchdown pass of the night. And the score now 23-7 with the extra point pending.
And that is the 3rd touchdown pass from Ellis for Ellis tonight, and that was a nice job there. Again, great protection from the offensive line. Had all time to throw, allowed the Perkins to run his corner route, hit him on stride, and 23-7.
Perkins got there in a hurry too. He had 3 yards of separation.
That was just a perfect pass.
Yeah.
And that's just two teammates just working together.
Good snap and hold, and the kick is up. And it is good by Mike Rose with 2:42 to go in the ball game. Mesquite has now built their lead up 24-7. And it looks like they're going to back up the Austin Viper Championship win. They're going to keep the All-Star Game honors in the Mesquite Conference. Well, kind of an ugly second half, JB, but that was a pretty looking play.
That was a pretty looking play, very well executed. And again, give credit to the offensive line, which is dominated by the Austin Vipers. And they gave the quarterback Ellis time to throw the ball, and Ellis just lofted it up there. Perkins, great catch, great pattern. Had a great route there and got his hands on the ball and kind of put this game away.
Well, the defense,
in fact, did put this game away.
Yeah. The defenses are pretty even, but the offense definitely favored the Mesquite Conference tonight. Just too many weapons, and beyond just the skill players, you talked about it, JB, their line has given, whoever the quarterback is back there, has given them time. And both quarterbacks for the Cactus team, Brandon Mays and Colton Bronson, they've been running for their life the whole night.
Right, they're just, the Mesquite Conference is totally dominated with a couple, only a couple of first downs for the Cactus Conference, one coming via penalty. And a lot of action in the first part of the first quarter. Now a little action here in the end of the 4th quarter. So in between, kind of a lot of sloppy play, but nonetheless a very good football game.
And how Rose kicks it off into the wind. Short kick is going to be caught at about the 25-yard line up to the 30, 35. Still on his feet out to the 37-yard line. Spun back there, and that's where Cactus will take over for their last possession of the night. Number 4 on the return, and I don't see number 4 on the roster. Or is that a number 1? That might be Juan Estrada, number 1. So under a minute to go, the clock continuing to roll. They might not even run another play here. 24-7, Mesquite on top.
Running onto the field after the game will be arrested. Thank you.
Ooh. They've heard that from the PA announcer that if anybody runs out on the field after the game, they will be arrested. That's pretty hardcore.
Well, I think it's the high school trying to protect their field. They didn't allow any drinks on the track either, and now they got the security guards come up trying to keep the fans from storming the field.
20 seconds to go, and this one will be in the books. First down and 10 for Cactus at the 40-yard line.
And now a timeout.
Timeout. Cactus wants to get one more play off with 15 seconds on the clock.
They're going to work on a 17-point play right here.
Yeah. Well, once again, we appreciate you hanging in there and listening to the broadcast tonight. In spite of all the bumps in the road, we hope you enjoyed the broadcast overall, and we've enjoyed being part of the Texas Pride Bowl and this All-Star game as well. Looking for bigger, better things, not only for KMAC's involvement with staff in the future, but the league itself. Some growing pains, but I think a lot of people involved have their hearts and their heads in the right place. Jay.
Well, I think right now you just saw the talent level on the field, and right now, I mean, as Hank pointed out, and also Lloyd pointed out, it's kind of the talent is lopsided in the Northern Conference, the Mesquite Conference, specifically the Austin Vipers. 22 players to represent an All-Star team. That's offense, both offensive and defensive teams, and 11 on each side. And they're gonna, if the league's gonna survive, they're gonna need to close that talent gap.
Right.
By that and other teams, and once they figure that out, I think this is here to stay. I'm a fan. I mean, this is the first game I've attended, and I'm a fan. Thrasher can run the ball. Ellis has some great footwork and a great arm, and now we've got Bronson in as quarterback. And
so it's a little screen pass here on the near side, completed the 45-yard line, giving him ground back to the 50, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds at the 48-yard line, and that is going to be the final play of the game. The reception made by Adrian Gutierrez from the Stone Oak Gladiators, and that is going to be the final score. 24-7, the Mesquite Conference has defeated the Cactus Conference in the 2011 Staf All Star game. We'll take a break and be back to wrap things up real quick. We'll be right back after this break on KMAX Sports.
While it's ticking, your listeners are still not hearing about the great products and services your business offers. Is it the cost? Well, ad rates on KMAX Sports broadcasts are lower than you might think, and a great return on your investment. Your business reaches a great target audience, and your message gets out, not only on game day, but on the game archives and podcasts. Imagine that. Now you can have it all. For more information, contact Chuck Licata at KMAXSports.com. That's Chuck Licata at KMAXSports.com.
And the final score, 24-7. The Mesquite Conference has defeated the Cactus Conference here in the 2011 Staf All Star game from Frank Mata Memorial Stadium. Before we wrap up real quick, JB, just quickly your final thoughts.
I think the Mesquite Conference just showed the dominance that they have. It's not just in the regular season, but as far as players, the talent goes. Ellis came in, and I'll call him the player of the game, of the All-Star game. 3 touchdown passes, over 120 yards passing, and they got a lot of work to do. But I'm impressed. They got the foundation set, and there's all this are just growing pains and learning experience, and there's nowhere else to go but up.
I think you're absolutely right. So that's going to do it for us tonight. The next staff action will come in January when the Austin Vipers travel to Homestead, Florida to play in the sanctioned national championship game. So keep an eye on the staff website and the Austin Vipers website for that. For KMAX Sports Co-owners Chuck Licata and Kevin McAdams, for Johnny Baeza, for our quality control administrator Christina Weber, my name is Merle Bertrand, signing off from Frank Mata Memorial Stadium. 24-7 the final score. Mesquite Conference over the Cactus Conference. Enjoy the rest of your summer.